Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike 27, check Mike 27. There's a party now.
On first down, it's Darnold. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. On first down, Daniels. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Darnold, escaping the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Webb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've Got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Second and a yard.
Ready? Go to base. Check. Go. Hey, tight. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Go. Hey, tight down. There you go. Go.
Second and 1. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders 7, Broncos nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
2nd and 5. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
70, Indy. Watch the run.
They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, Daniels. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Daniels. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. And watch out.
Back to the air on second down. Daniels completes it to Benjamin. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards.
That was a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They'll set up a throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Harrison. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Complete to Jones. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running play.
That's going to be caught by Harrison for a Bronco touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Let's go. Mike 27, Mike 27. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Let's go, fellas. Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions.
That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 80 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
On the set. Get away.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bradley Chubb, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw from his end zone, Daniels. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Broncos 16.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I was on the quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him be. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers.
And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
53, check 53.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Go. 53 is mine. Check. 53.
2nd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Broncos 16. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, 8, read.
They'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This is taken at about the 14. Ooh, with a juke. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Eluding the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary. figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Daniels. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo. And they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now he's going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jannard Avery able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 61 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Time to go. Night, night. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here we go. Sponge.
Looking to throw. Daniels sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Harrison left side complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Echo. 3 down. 3 down. Yeah. 97's the mic. Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. 97's go. 97's the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes. 97's the mic. No. The mic. Check mic. Check mic. Check 4. Go.
From the gun, Daniels. Benjamin's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. High-scoring game. These offenses continue to hum and move the football.
And I don't know about you, partner, but I'm starting to get a little winded here. Because watching them go up and down the field, here in Denver where the air is rare, I think we need to go ask the chain crew how they keep up, because they've been going up and down the field and handling this thing.
That's a good point. I feel sorry for those guys at this high altitude. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Fine.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
find Lindsey here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Not today.
On 1st down, Daniels. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Daniels. They'll buy some time right. Looking for Harry. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they work this out past the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Throwing on first down. Daniels eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away from, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
16.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Yo, 41.
They go play action here on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, and now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And oh, he coughed it up.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Raiders 42, Broncos 23.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They'll have a first down past the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, how to plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Rolling to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Second and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third? And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's got a man, complete. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Down. 8, read. Get him. Get him. Get him. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
We've been to enough practices to recognize what we saw there. That was good coaching, right? Taking care of the football, protecting it, making sure you don't give anything up. But boy, oh boy, that's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to give up on a play, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did the right thing. Protect the football because I think you saw what I saw. There was really nothing downfield.
And nothing downfield. If you try and force it, sometimes you turn a bad play into something way worse.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 13. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. 97.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to... And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 91 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
It's our time.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down.
Gator, Mike 59. Go on. Come on, D. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Double. Mike 5-4. I'm here all day. Hey, Delta. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this